Hey guys, this is Karthik, uh, pursuing fourth year in MSM Institute of Technology. Uh, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about SourceTree, which is a graphical user interface for Git. Fine. The agenda for this video would be to see what is version control and explain the Git process. I'm going to show you some workflow for Git. Next, I'll show you the GUI, which the video is based on SourceTree. Then I'll walk you through creating an account and doing all the good stuff in Bitbucket and SourceTree. Let's get started off. What is version control? Basically, version control is used in enterprise projects or big projects where there are like 10,000 lines of code and there are hundreds of files. Imagine you are working in you are building a website, and in that someone is working on the dashboard and someone is working on the login page and someone else is working on the status page. So different people will be working on different tasks, and there should be a common coherence between them. For this, version control is used. Um, uh, yeah, what Git is a version control software. Let me just show you the Git workflow. The uses of Git would be to revert back in time. Imagine you're working on 10,000 lines of code, and almost always the code you write won't work and you want to revert back to some state in past. This can be done using Git. As of Git, I want you guys to pause the video and look at some of these keywords or buzzwords. I'll explain each of these buzzwords through the flowchart. Okay, let me just show you the flowchart. Yeah, this is the flowchart. The Git process usually is a loop of this stuff. You either start off at commit or fetch phase. After you commit, you push. If you fetch first, you merge it, you commit, and then push. Let me just explain with these three. We're going to go from bottom to top. Group 1 is Joe, group 3 would be Jill, and group 2 is a master repository where both Jill and Joe are working on the same project and keep modifying files. Let's look at Joe. Joe modifies some files. Joe commits his changes. This is Joe's node. Guys, blue color nodes, like when Joe commits, he creates a node. Here blue, and as you can see, one node is purple here. Blue represents the master branch and purple represents the local branch. This I'll explain later. Yeah, now Joe has committed his changes to the master branch. Now he pushes it into the master repository where the changes are. Now Joe has successfully committed all the changes to the file in master repository. Let's come to Jill. This blue and purple notation, why I've used is because the same color coding is used in SourceTree and it will be easy for you guys to figure it out. Yeah, now Jill modifies some files. Jill commits. When Jill commits, she creates her node, but there is a merge conflict now. Why? Because whatever Jill is working on is not in coherence with whatever Joe has committed. So what's gonna happen now is when Jill tries to merge it with master repository, it throws up a merge conflict. So what Jill should do is Jill should fetch from Joe's node, merge with her local branch, then Jill can commit easily. I'll come once again. Jill has to fetch from Joe's node, Jill has to merge it with her local branch. Now when Jill commits, it creates a Jill's node. It creates Jill's node through which she can push her changes to the master repository. Fetch and merge can together be done in one operation using pull. As you can see, this arrow just goes up directly instead of Joe's node in middle. Yeah, now Jill pushes into the master repository. Now master repository has both changes made by Jill and Joe. Now when Joe wants to work on the same file, now he pulls it from the master repository. This is one of like the things you must remember to do before you start working in Git, is to pull like start your work at 8 a.m. in the morning. Right at 8:10 you like pull pull the master repository before you start working, because when you do pull request, the updates made by other people are being committed will be committed to your node. And now once if you make your changes and then push, it won't show any merge conflicts. Now like when Joe wants to make changes, he's gonna pull. This creates Jill's node. he's gonna he's gonna commit it into Joe's node. Now Joe is ready to go. He makes some changes and pushes it in the master repository. Now again, master repository is gonna have changes of Joe's node. Again, when Jill wants to update, she's gonna have to pull first, just like this. She's gonna have to pull first, merge it with her. Like if she is gonna fetch, she has to merge. Pull is gonna do both fetch and merge. Yeah, exactly. So she's gonna pull first and then get her code updated, work on it, change it, then commit, then make a commit, make a master branch, and then push it from there to the master repository. This is the overview of Git process, guys. If you see this part of the flowchart and go through this keywords, it'll be easy for you guys to figure it out. Now enough of the process, let's get to the tool. Yeah, as I said, all this push, pull, merge, all this can be done through git bash. Let me just show you git bash. Git bash, I have installed Git on my computer. How to install this? This is the command line interface for Git, but I'm going to talk about graphical user interface for Git, which is SourceTree. Yeah, this is the git bash. Let me just close it, we don't need that. Okay, now I want you guys to create a Bitbucket account. Just go to bitbucket.org. Okay, it's cited. Let me just log out. Okay, this is the Bitbucket website. Feel free to go through it. Gives you a lot of input, so get started for free. Or if you already have an account, you can just log in. Just type in the email. Username, password, give the captcha. Okay, continue. Okay, you will receive a mail. Let me just refresh. Okay, verify your email address. It's processing. Yeah, pick a username. Yeah, that's it. You are good to go. Now, as you can see, you haven't added any repositories. You like can it shows like create repositories. You can go through tutorials. Yeah, this was what I was talking about. SourceTree. This is what I'm going to explain you. One sec. Yeah, we have just created an account. Now let's create a repository in Bitbucket. Repository name, tutorial. It's a Git repository, access level. This is a private repository. I don't want to go to advanced because advanced, I guess, like it will be useful for like big enterprise projects. Now create repository. Yeah, as you can see, this is our dashboard. This address is which you use to clone. I'll just show you. Now let's go and download SourceTree. It's a free software, guys. You just need to go. Yeah, download for Windows, as I'm using Windows. It's a 11 MB file and it's downloading. Yeah, come on. Yeah, like let it download. Okay, install it on your desktop. The installation process is easy if you're on Windows. For Linux, I think it's if you're aware of Linux environment, it's easy. Okay, it's installing. Let me just go through all of this. Clone, guys, it gives you the address of your repository. Basically what you can do, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, it installed. Okay, guys, what happened was I already had SourceTree in my desktop, so it just popped. So installation process is very easy. You just click on next, keep going. Because of time constraint, I'm not going to go through that because it will take like 3 or 4 minutes to install. Okay. Yeah, I was going through all of these. Yeah, create branch, create pull request, compare, fork, source. Yeah, let's go to source. I'll show you. There's nothing yet. See, it's empty. The commits which you do, there's totally nothing right now. Let's clone first. Okay, fine. You can either use HTTPS or SSH. SSH could be used to like import security, but I'm just going to use HTTP. Clone. Just copy that. Go to your source tree. Okay, this is the graphical user interface. um, let's explore. This is clone, edit, view, repositories, action, tools, help. Yeah, if you click on terminal, it will just open up git bash as I showed you earlier. We don't need to close that. So let's clone. Okay, copy paste the copied URL. Okay, destination path, let's change it. Desktop folder. Tutorial, select the folder. It's checking the source. This might take some time. Okay, yeah guys, it's asking for my Bitbucket credentials. I'll show you how to avoid this later on. Every time you commit, just give your username and password. Okay, yeah, cool. This is a Git repository. We are good to go. Let's clone. Okay, it's cloning. Okay, yep, we are good to go. We just cloned our repository from the server. Let's explore this. Yeah guys, remote's origin, this is the branch where you push, guys. Let me just make a commit, then show you, explain you about branches. Yeah, as I was saying, every time you do a commit, you need to like give your credentials. You can avoid that using SSH agent. I'll show you. We go to tools, yeah, click on putty key generator. Let's click on generate. You hover your mouse in this blank region to generate randomness. Yeah guys, now we got our SSH public key and a private key. So what I'm going to do is save these public and private keys on my desktop. Let me just delete these two. Okay, desktop. Save. I might need later on. Okay, I just saved them. Now guys, what I want to do is copy this public key, go to my Bitbucket account. You can click on this, you see Bitbucket settings, go there. Now as you come down, you see SSH keys. Currently there are no keys configured. Add key, label default public key, paste it here, add key. Now this as now there will be a secure authentication between your desktop and the server, and every time you do commit or pull or push request, you don't have to like log in. You can see or check your mail, you would have got a SSH key added. Okay, we are good to go. Fine, let's go back to our repository. Okay, let me just close this. Yeah guys, now what I'm gonna do is, yeah, this is an empty folder. Now I'll just put some files or code into this. So create a new file, or wait, I'll just have some programs. I'm just going to copy these 10 files and put them here. Okay, what, let me show you. When you open up SourceTree, as you can see, all those 10 files are added are now unstaged. This question mark right here shows when you go, it gives up a tooltip saying it's not tracked. Now what we are going to do is stage all. Okay, when it's this plus mark, when we move our mouse on it, it shows added. Now we can commit, in the sense, if we go and commit now, it's going to put all the stage files into the local branch. Okay, it's there here. Let's give a message: added 10 files to repository. Giving comments is very important, because when you are working in an enterprise, you would have to review your changes by 2 or 3 reviewers. So it's better if you give your comments, because the reviewer can easily identify the changes you have made. Added 10 files to the repo. Okay, I'm going to commit. Okay, I think it just committed. Now I'm going to, yeah, look at this, added 10 files. This is in my master. Now I would have to push it to origin. Let me just show you before that. If I go to my account, Bitbucket account, and refresh, I'm not going to find this 10 files. Go to source, it's empty, because it's in the intermediate branch, guys. So it's in the branch master, which is a local branch. Now I would have to push it to the repository branch. Now what I'm going to do is push, yeah, push local branch master to remote branch. I think it will create one. Okay, push. Okay, it's pushing now. It's loading. Yeah, as I told you, this master branch is now pushed into origin. Origin is the remote, as I previously explained. Now if I go to my Bitbucket account and refresh the page, I'm gonna see I found all 10 files which I just added. This shows like added a minute ago. Go to overview, you can see your commit over here. Yeah, recent commit, push to Karthik, added 10 files to repo. Cool. Now let's modify one file. Let me we'll go to working copy. Guys, there's nothing to be staged, or nothing is unstaged. So let me just show you. If I go to program 1, this is dev, I'm going to add a new variable named m. Save this, close, and go to my source tree. You can see program 1 is an unstaged file. It's being modified. Previously when I showed, it was untracked. See, untracked in the sense a new file was added. Unstaged in the sense an already existing file, and modified in the sense an already existing file was modified. You can see what was modified here. Added m. Okay, let me now, what I'm going to do is stage this. Stage all state selected, and it's state selected. Now it's staged. Now I'm gonna commit this, add it new variable, commit. Okay, yeah, now you can see this, there's like one just popped up. Yeah, here there's one again, guys. See, this is my local branch which has the changes. What I'm going to do is push it to the master branch or the remotes. Okay, let me just push now. It's pushing. Okay, cool. Now we are good to go. Added a new variable. I think it is being updated in our Bitbucket server. Let me just click on overview. Yeah, added a new variable. Here it is. It's just did it a minute ago. Now if I go to my source, go to program1.c, you can see M is right there. Now let me just do some more changes to program1.c. What I'll do is I'll change this printf statement. What I'll do is, instead of like this is SourceTree tutorial. Save this, go back to your source tree and go to working copy. Yeah, you see guys, see it shows like right there are some uncommitted changes. If you go to working copy, you can see program 1. Now what we'll do is also modify program 2. Yeah, again I'll do the same. Save, close this, go back to my source tree. Yeah, see, now there are 2 files. Now stage all, it's being staged. Now commit modified, give a message, modify printf statements, printf messages. Commit. Okay, yeah, again the same thing. Push local branch to remote branch. Push again. It's pushing. Let me just close this. If I see the commits now, modify printf statements, here it is. You can check, validate this using, if you see the source, see modified printf statements in this and this. I'll show you. Okay, I'm running out of battery, that's fine. This, you can see the printf statement has changed. So this is how SourceTree works. Yeah guys, one final thing I want to show is the pull request. Yeah, as I said, before you start working on your local repository, like before I start working on any of the files here, what I want to do is update myself by doing a pull request. Pull from origin, yeah, that is what that's the main branch. So we're going to pull it into master. That's our local branch. So click on OK, and you can see commit merge changes immediately. So what's going to do is, like, if anyone has updated any changes, and it's not updated into your local repository, this pull request is going to merge all that changes. Click on OK. It's pulling. Okay. Okay, there we are, good to go. That's it. Think we have explored everything. This get flow, this is the settings. If you go to settings, here remotes, this is the URL which will be used for every commit you make. You can add, you can edit the config file, but be careful, you don't want to change the configurations, because once it's set, I recommend you to keep it the same. As I already said, this is the Git terminal. This is help tools. I've talked about SSH agent, all these options. Actions, what this does is all these stuff here can be done through here. Create, apply, show, open terminal. You can use terminal commands. Repository, what you can do is all these steps you can do through here. There are shortcuts, just refer them. If you view, you can close, new tabs, hide bookmarks, all these stuff right here you can control using this. This is redo, undo, all that stuff, cut, copy. This is to clone a new repository. Okay, this shows the file status, log history. If you go to search, you can search your files here. Commit messages. Okay, fine, I'll just show you how to search. Printf. See, I made my commit messages as the search option, so it's going to give whatever. If I search the keyword printf, now if I search the word add, I'm going to get all those messages. Added new variable, added 10 files to repo. That's what that's, and that's that. This is the log and history. Yeah, log and history is basically this. This shows all the branches you create and the merges you have done. Blue node, guys, as I explained in that flowchart. Okay, this too, by clicking on branch you can create a new branch. Branch name, let me create develop. Okay, create branch. Yep, so you can see develop. There are two branches now. You can branch as master, or you can commit into develop. You can delete this branch, delete develop. Okay, through an error. Okay, fine. I won't be able to delete this branch, I guess. That's it, guys. This push pull commit, I think you're familiar with that now. This is the remote. Yeah, this is lines, context, all that stuff. Yeah, this is the GUI. So as you can see, guys, we have explored SourceTree completely, and I prefer you to import projects, export, make some changes, commit, pull. There's a lot of open software you can clone and you can modify them, and That's it. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.